Biafra, superstars, media.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Deputy Prime Minister of Biafra, Her Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Arabreze. Thank you.
Bianco, no. You are part of the government, so you are going to partake. You are partaking in that crime. Have you told Tinubu to leave Nnamdi Kanu alone? Because Kenya, from where you and your group, your criminal gang went to kidnap him, have said that Nnamdi Kanu is right. Nnamdi Kanu should be left alone. Bianco, no. Has Tinubu released Nnamdi Kanu as we speak right now? If you are a human being, you will let Tinubu know he must let Nnamdi Kanu go. Not that we Biafrans are banking on you, because all of you are the same thing. But I'm just letting the world leaders know. Kenya has ruled against the Nigerian government. Kenya has rewarded our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Has Nigerian government let Nnamdi Kanu go? No, they are still holding him as we speak today. I just want the world leaders, Honorable President Trump, to be aware of that. I want to bring us to our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The case between Simon Ekpa and Finland has ended. We are waiting for the judgment, according to Finland, in September. Between this week and next week, we are waiting for the release of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, to go home and be with his family until September. We are still waiting for Finland to do the right thing. Finland, you should take a clue from Kenya to know that your partnership with Nigeria will for you, if it has not already done that. Because no country in the world can partner with a terrorist state and remain the same. None, zero. Just like Nigeria tried to destroy Kenya, that same way they've tried to destroy Finland. Finland, it is up to you to ensure that this terrorist state of Christopher Musa Bianco, no, the Nigerian Interior Minister that visited you in Finland, it is left for you to ensure they don't destroy you if they've not already done that. Any country in the world that associates with Nigeria will be, there are no two ways about that. Because Nigeria is a criminal and a terrorist state that destroys and kills its citizens by the minute. In Finland, we are waiting for you immediately to let our Prime Minister go home. If you decide to hold him, you will get the result, I promise you. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, His Excellency, be resolute. Do not be moved at all. Do not be shaken at all. Because that which you seek, we already got. And we are defending, and a couple of world leaders are protecting and supporting what we are doing. Do not be moved. The same thing with our leader Nnamdi Kanu. Do not be moved. That which you seek, we already got. All those things you see happening on social media in the past couple of days, I'm going to set some of the records straight. I wanted to let Biafrans know that the structure of the United States of Biafra government has been laid down. From our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to the current leadership of the United States of Biafra cabinet members. All these other things, information you see flying around everywhere, Biafrans. Again, what I'm saying is not for Biafrans that have been following Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister. It is for those that just came into the blog and have been deceived by the people, both international and local. That's why I'm saying this. The structure of the redemption, the structure of the freedom of the United States of Biafra has been laid down by the Prime Minister from day one after they took away Nnamdi Kanu. I want to let Biafrans know that everything you're seeing from these criminal elements online, either the one that called themselves CRC was dissolved by a constituted cabinet member of the brigade. Remember, we moved from autopilot to brigade, from brigade to the United States of Biafra. The Conflict Resolution Committee, of which that criminal, Imam Madrabo, is pretending to be the leader. That committee has been dissolved by Brigade cabinet members instituted by Simon Ekpa. I think that was dissolved either October or November 2024. There is nothing like CRC. Anybody coming out to tell you that is a CRC that elected somebody and all, they do not exist. They are in a vacuum. They are just floating there, trying to distract what we are doing. There's nothing like that.
I'm gonna tell them.
There was a vote that was cast by the Brigade cabinet members. I was the chief of staff. All the cabinet members there voted to dissolve the CRC. So from November last year, there is nothing like CRC. All this drama, you see them playing from November till now, there's nothing like advisory committee. The Prime Minister Simon Ekpa dissolved the advisory committee I think it was that March or April 2024. It was dissolved during a cabinet meeting. Where the Prime Minister saw the criminality of people like Imam Aduago, the Prime Minister dissolved the advisory committee, which I was a member. So there is nothing like advisory in this Biafra government, Biafra restoration, in Brigade, in de facto, nothing like advisory committee. It was dissolved by the Prime Minister. So these criminals you see flaunting themselves as advisory committee, they do not exist anywhere.
Biafrans, when they hear
I want to let Biafrans know that all these criminals paid by the Nigerian state to stop the restoration of Biafra, none of them took part, has their signatures in anything, any legal document for the United States of Biafra government. The Prime Minister removed all of them. None of them was part of any signatory of any document that will give us Biafra, because the Prime Minister knows that they are evil. He knows that we are paid for the Nigerian state to stop what we are doing. None of them have their signature in the Constitution of the United States of Biafra. None of them have their signature in the Biafra currency. None of them have their signature in the Biafra declaration document, except when everyone was told to sign their document. So I want to let you all know that the one that called themselves the BAC, the CRC, all of them, the ones that claim they are just Brigade, all of them, the ones that claim they are regional, de facto, they are all the evil planted by Tinubu and Christopher Musa to disrupt what we are doing. We are the USB, we are the Brigade, we are the de facto. These three in one falls under the United States of Biafra government. Anyone, anywhere that tries to tell you they are regional, de facto, they are Brigade, they are the evils planted by the Nigerian state to stop the full protection and declaration of the United States of Biafra. The Biafra people, make sure you understand this and know that they are the evils planted by Tinubu and Christopher Musa. There is no basis for their existence from day one. Now they feel they wanted to remove the APM. That was the APM. They came together after the Brigade cabinet dissolved the CRC around November 2024. These criminals, they went behind to constitute another CRC that, according to them, elected Ogekere. They have no power to do what they did because they were dissolved in November 2024. But because of their criminality, because of who paid them to stop what we are doing, they must do something. And part of what they did is to come together again to constitute themselves into a public nuisance, to elect one of their own. They are all together. I promise you, dear friends, all of them, they are paid to disrupt what we are doing, but I will be their end. The United States of Biafra cabinet is their end because we already learned so much. We know where we were all there. So there's no single move that we make without my approval. I promise you that. None, zero. So all these noise they're making on social media, please ignore them. They do not exist. They have no legal standing. They have no basis. They have no moral standing for what they are doing. That is why the God of Biafra is dealing with all of them at this time. All of them, they will pay the price for not following the due process, for not obeying Simon Ekpa, not obeying Namdekano, not obeying the laws of Biafra. Again, like I've said, the CRC was dissolved around November 2024. The advisory was dissolved by Simon Ekpa in 2024. There is nothing like advisory. There is nothing like CRC. There is nothing like just breaking. Standing alone. No, I was the chief of staff of breaking when it existed. None of them can do one single thing without my approval. Remember that.
Tell them.
I keep telling their friends that our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has no reason to pass information through somebody that there will be a surrogate. He doesn't need to do that. Because the structure of the government was already set before Finland invited our Prime Minister. But because of these criminals, all of them, that was why the Prime Minister had to go to the extra length to let Biafrans know he has a surrogate who is going to make decisions on his behalf until he joins us. These criminals, all of them, they disobey that law because they've always, again, this attack, this plot is geared towards Simon Ekpa, both from Ogen Kere, both from Imam Madabo, both from Ruby Nadi. All of them is against the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. I was just the tool they have to pass before they get to Simon Ekpa. That is why they're attacking me. But anybody that thinks that this is about Dr. Robertson, that means you've not been following. No, it was about disrupting Simon Ekpa. It was about stopping Simon Ekpa. It was about making sure that Simon Ekpa does not get the freedom for his people. It was about the Nigerian government plot to continue to kill Biafrans, which they did through Soludo a few weeks ago. That was it. The Prime Minister never take their decision. So this attack you see coming to Dr. Robertson, it's not to me. Their target was Simon Ekpa, but they must get to Simon Ekpa through Dr. Robertson. And in each step of the way, I blocked their criminality.
Not so.
That is why you see them attacking Dr. Robertson. So dear friends, I want you to know that these people, whatever they are doing, whatever the name they came by, whatever name they are answering, all of them has plotted towards the disruption of our freedom. Imam Adabu was removed as the one in charge of the Biafra Republic government in exile telegram. He opened that telegram in a couple of years back. But because of his criminality, during a meeting of the cabinet members, the Prime Minister told Imam Adabu immediately to remove himself from that brigade telegram that he established and passed it on to the Biafran, one of the cabinet member who is praised. All of you that are following Imam Adabu, go and ask him, why did Simon Ekpa remove him as the one, as the owner of the telegram, cabinet telegram that he established? It was in a cabinet meeting that the Prime Minister told him immediately to move the power of that bringing cabinet telegram to praise. Because the Prime Minister knows that Imam Adabu is a criminal. He's a fool paid by the Nigerian state. The Prime Minister told him immediately to relinquish that power to praise. That was how Imam Adabu ceased to be in charge of the brigade telegram. It was the Prime Minister handed it over to praise. Because the Prime Minister knows that Imam Adabu is a criminal paid by the Nigerian state. He came on social media the other day to tell you people to, oh, I'm not anxious. I'm not. That is one of the criminals paid by the Nigerian state. All of you can see how many times they claimed they were in Finland to disturb the Prime Minister. How can a reasonable Biafran, knowing what our Prime Minister is going through in the hand of the Finland government, go to Finland to be disturbing the Prime Minister about the stupidity of these criminals? That's how they disturb him every second, every day when the Prime Minister was around. They are very chaotic. They come with their criminal intentions. They come with their chaotic notion to disturb the PM every second. And I tell you all, these individuals, all of them, when they know the Prime Minister is out, they will go and sleep in Finland airport for 60 or 19 days just to get to the Prime Minister, but not anymore. Not anymore. That is what they do. All of you close to Imam Adabu, ask him, why did the Prime Minister remove you as a person in charge of the brigade telegram and gave it to praise? Ask him that question.
Oh, wow.
I also want to let you Biafrans know that Ruby and the Ogen was removed from the mandate account by Prime Minister Simon Ekpa because of their criminality. Those of you that are following them, go and ask them, why were you removed from New Dimension mandate? Okay, why were you removed from New Dimension mandate? Their criminality is intense. It was during a meeting of the mandate, New Dimension mandate, that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa told Ruby and Imam Adabu and Ogen Kere, you cannot participate in New Dimension mandate. He removed both of them and told them to go and be in charge of the Briggy fundraising. Where is that Briggy fundraising today? They went and destroyed that. So those of you that are following, ask both of them. The same, again, I heard they made Ruby Nadi a signatory to one of their account. You all should ask Ruby Nadi, why was she removed from New Dimension mandate? She and Ogekere, because when we do fundraising in New Dimension mandate, before we wake up, Ruby Nadi, we sign the money that we contributed to Ogekere without the knowledge of the New Dimension mandate executives. That's what she does. Even in the new account, some of you are thinking, oh, they put Ruby Nadi and somebody else. The Prime Minister has already removed Ruby Nadi not to be in the finances of New Dimension mandate because she was fraudulently moving the money that Biafrans donated in New Dimension mandate, signing it to Ogekere without the approval of New Dimension mandate. So those of you following the criminals, go and ask them, why was Ruby Nadi and the Ogekere removed from the New Dimension mandate by the Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa? Go and ask them and they'll tell you the result. It's just for you, Biafrans and the world, to imagine what the Prime Minister is going through in the hand of these criminals.
Exactly. They're really stressed.
And many of you that are following PM, you will remember exactly what I am saying.
Don't be lying.
They stress him. They cajole him. They manipulate him. They come with all forms of distraction to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is fully aware of all this criminality. He was aware. But God has a way of doing things.
Yeah.
God knows that the Prime Minister, these criminals, they've entangled him. So God led us, the USB cabinet members, to this final job to remove these criminals from Biafra. Because with them, Biafra will be a long haul. They are used by the Southeast and South governors, Tinubu and Christopher Musa, to destroy what we are doing. And God knows that with them, we can never move the pace we've moved in Biafra restoration. That is why they are out for good. When these criminals tells you that the Prime Minister tells them what they do, the Prime Minister that is being held by Finland, incarcerated by Finland, and somebody will come and tell you, oh, they get the authorization from the Prime Minister who is incarcerated. All of you tell me how who is incarcerated by the Nigerian state can be able to give the right judgment, because he is in the hand of the criminal state of Nigeria, just like our Prime Minister is in the hand of the criminal state of Finland. Any fool telling you, oh, they get their instruction from Prime Minister why he is incarcerated, and you therefore believe that stupidity, that means you are not learning from history. Prime Minister does not tell them anything. These are criminals using the condition of our Prime Minister to destroy what we are doing, but they failed. Prime Minister is not telling them anything. Yes. Their criminality paid by the Nigerian government is what they are unleashing on unsuspecting Biafra, not those that have been following Nnamdi Kanu and following the Prime Minister. As all of you are aware, our currency have been registered internationally.
Did you hear that? Our currency?
Our defense is very, very strong. We just need the funds. We need the funds to give them what they want. All of you that are talking with your state chairperson, your state governors, your state administrators, your state commanders, I strongly believe what all of you are hearing from them is we need the funds. We need the money for them to fight the reintegrated terrorists that are coming in our land to kill us. I plead with you all diasporans, please double the money you are sending. Please send your funds, send your donations for us to start building, for us to continue to build our nation. We cannot do it without the funds. All of you that have talked to your commanders, that have talked to your state governors, they will tell you all they need is the funds. We have the manpower. We have millions of able-bodied Biafran men and women. We have the foots on ground. We have the soldiers on ground. What we just need is the money. The money to equip them to funds to defend our people and our land. If our men have the funds, or they have the resources, this incident that happened in Obosi, where Soludo partnered with Tinubu and Christopher Musa to kill 11 innocent Ebonyi people. If a couple of them inside the hall to confront these evils, this wouldn't have happened. That is why we must all double our donations today, please. That's all they need. They're not asking you to send anybody. We're not asking any country in the world to send anybody. The efforts are the people to defend our land from the terrorist state of Nigeria. All we are looking for is the funds to equip them to fight these terrorists in our land. That's all we need. Our driver's license and our passport is in the making. They are working on that. Very soon we'll get it. I want to use this opportunity to let all Biafrans know there is nothing like ESN in Biafra land. There is nothing like IPOB as an organization in Biafra land. All this, anybody that comes out to tell you anything about ESN, IPOB, these are the paid agents of the Nigerian state trying to destabilize what we are doing. Do not pay any attention to them. All of us here, we are IPOB, indigenous people. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, collapsed everything, ESN, into the BLA and the BDF, Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces. There is nothing like ESN in Biafra land today. Anywhere you see those people parading themselves as ESN, they are the terrorists in our land. They are those paid by the Nigerian, the legitimized governors, and the Tinubu and Christopher Musa to use them to pretend as if they are fighting for freedom. They are the ones they sent to kill us. You must take them out before they take you out. Their order from Tinubu, their order from Christopher Musa, their order from Biakolo is to take you out. That was why they killed those innocent Ebonyi citizens that were just meeting in a town hall meeting for nothing. I want to tell Biafrans to know we are placing the appropriate legal documents in the right places, both internationally and locally, to let them know the evils that the Nigerian government is doing. Let them know that Nigerian government has Islamized almost the whole country. Let them know that the Nigerian state, headed by Tinubu and Christopher Musa, they are innocent Christians by the second, and that must stop. So we are following up with the different departments all over the world, but internationally, to lodge this complaint and to ensure that the United States of Biafra is recognized as a full-fledged country, independent country, as quickly as possible. Biafrans, avoid that criminal called Biafra Unite. He has nothing to offer except what the delegitimized governors in Nigeria paid him to do. That's exactly what he is doing. Do not pay any attention to him or his likes. This is a criminal that is criticizing our agenda. This is a criminal criticizing what we are doing. This is a criminal trying to protect somebody that is faceless, an animal that is faceless. Is trying to deceive fools like him. Do not pay him any attention. And I'm very, very happy some of you already noticed that. I want to let the influence know that we are winning this war. We are already a free nation. Nobody can stop that. The world is happy with what we're doing. The world supports what we are doing. Most world leaders are supporting the independent state of the United States of Biafra, because we are going to create something different from what Nigeria has created. We got our independence. We redeclared Biafra on November 29, 2024 in Lati, Finland.
Go and verify.
Anyone telling you anything different from this is a criminal paid by the Nigerian state. Do not pay them any attention.
Bye.